Welcome back to the show. Time to go into the WWE now. Of course, New Year's Eve was Raw, and I didn't stay to watch Raw. I had it recorded on the DVR, which was a very good thing, because I got a chance to watch Raw today, and I must say, ladies and gentlemen, that was one of the best Raws I think they've had in quite a long time. It was a very good show, very good opening with Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy. Yeah, Jeff Hardy might not be the greatest guy on the mic, but, what do you expect? You can't always get the grade A people on the mic. So, the first match was Mr. Kennedy against Shawn Michaels, and this one was a fantastic wrestling match. And what was very unique and interesting, I felt, was how Mr. Kennedy, did that entire match pretty much clean. Yeah, he's a heel, but he didn't, do the heel stuff that we all know and love. But it was just such a fantastic match. I mean, the entire night had pretty good matches, I felt. And Mr. Kennedy got his win over Shawn Michaels in a great way, and it really helps Mr. Kennedy. It gets him up to that next level and hopefully go one more level up where he's finally in contention to win the WWE title or World Heavyweight title, whichever one that he goes for. Royal Rumble qualifying match, Umaga beat Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the first Royal Rumble winner. Talk about the Rumble in a little bit. And then JBL comes out. And this was one of the best segments I think I've ever seen. Just him coming out, like 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. He comes out, walks slowly, balloons come down, confetti falls down. He raises one hand, fireworks go off. He raises another hand, fireworks goes off. He raises another hand, fireworks goes off. He raises both hands, fireworks go off, big time. And then after he started to talk, Jericho came out. They fought. That was sold to perfection. It was sold just unbelievable. It was just great. It made you feel that this is going to be a very good angle. And if this goes all the way to WrestleMania, this is going to be the most entertaining thing on WWE right now. Calling it like I see it. And then the women's triple threat match for the women's title. Now that was a very good match. I thought that was an underrated match. It was a little bit of a sloppy beginning, but Melina, Mickie James, and Beth Phoenix all got themselves together towards the end of the match. It was a great match. Beth Phoenix still the women's champion, and I will watch a Beth Phoenix match any day of the week. She's that good of a competitor. She's improved since the first time she was in WWE. Then Hornswoggle against William Regal. It was just to prove something, and then Jeff Hardy against Santino Marella. Now, if you did watch, and any of you noticed Carlito, like when he was outside next to Maria, he was always looking at the specialties of her. About the chest area and the backside. But, oh my God, Maria is so freaking hot. Oh, Jesus Christ. Then that's where, Randy Orton attacks Matt Hardy, and that's the end of that match. And in the main event, Ric Flair against Triple H. If Ric Flair lost, his career was over. If Triple H lost, he lost his shot at the Royal Rumble match. Now, unfortunately, my DVR cut it off at exactly 11:05, so I didn't get to see the end of it. But from what I read, Ric Flair won by disqualification because William Regal used the brass knucks on on Ric Flair. So Ric Flair keeps his career going. Triple H is not going to be a part of the Royal Rumble. And next Monday night on Raw, for the first time in I think they said 5 years, I think it's 4 or 5 years, Raw Roulette. Now that's going to be a fun episode to watch, I believe. And with that in mind, it is time to go to the Royal Rumble report. The Royal Rumble! It is only 3 weeks away from this Sunday night, January the 27th, live and exclusively on pay-per-view, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 Pacific. Now, if you can't watch it on pay-per-view, go to WWE.com for more information. Now, the Royal Rumble is taking place this year in Madison Square Garden in New York City, the world's most famous arena, where on that night, Randy Orton must defend the WWE Championship against Jeff Hardy. Can Jeff Hardy finally win the biggest title that he's eluded for? And then, the main event, the Royal Rumble match. 30 men, every man for himself, with the winner of the match to earn a shot at any title at this year's WrestleMania. Right now, the only man that's in the Royal Rumble match is Umaga, and he's got to be, right off the bat, one of the heavy favorites to win this year's Royal Rumble event. And of course, with Triple H not being a part of the Royal Rumble match, you know, the door is wide open for anybody. And next week, right here, hopefully, more names will be announced for the Royal Rumble. Now then, real quick, I said this at the beginning of the show, there's going to be a new, little fun contest. You're not going to win anything, but it's to see how good of your knowledge of wrestling it is. Being that this is the Royal Rumble, it's going to be Royal Rumble trivia and facts. Now, this week, the Royal Rumble trivia and facts. Well, first of all, let's do the facts. The facts are that the first Royal Rumble took place not in the United States, but it took place in Canada. And it's only held the Royal Rumble one time, that very first one. Now, to your trivia question of the week, and you gotta use your brain for this one. The 1990 Royal Rumble, like I said on one of the old shows many, many months ago, is one of my favorite Royal Rumbles. But it was a unique Royal Rumble for what reason? Can you name me the one reason why that Royal Rumble was unique? Just hit me up and I will tell you if you're right or wrong next week on the show. If nobody answers, I'll give you the reason or the answer next week. That is going to do it for the WWE and the Royal Rumble report. When I come back, TNA, the only look at the Final Resolution pay-per-view, and Ring of Honor and the Double Shot weekend that they just had, plus their schedule for the month of January. Be right back.